Yeah, yeah, and it's the daily go get mism show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it is? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting, and everything is going to be all right. We talking about dating your siblings tonight. Well, not you dating your siblings, but what we're talking about and asking about and discussing tonight is if someone hooks you up with their brother or sister, if somebody hooks you up with your brother or, with their brother or sister, what is that saying to you? What does that mean to you? Is that a big obligation on your part? Does that mean that you have to do something, perform a certain type of way, conduct yourself in a certain type of way if someone allows you to date, get with, be around, love on their brother or sister? Now let's get one thing straight. Hopefully, we're talking about a situation where all parties involved can make their own decisions. Hopefully, we're talking about a situation where all parties involved can make their own decisions. And hopefully, we're talking about a situation where all parties involved are old enough to make their own decisions. I'm saying that I'm hoping that we're all talking about adults. However, most of these situations grow out of situations when we are adolescents, when we are teenagers, when we are just around that age of being able to date in the first place. Because you know how some parents are really strict and they don't allow their children to date until a certain age. So, I'm thinking like probably somewhere around the age of 14, 15, 16 at the latest is probably where you're going to start seeing this situation start to play out in some type of seriousness, when dating is going to have some type of consequences to it, where there's going to be some meat on the bone as far as when you decide that you want somebody to be your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and you want to start talking, when you want to start getting with them, whatever the case may be. Because as you get older, basically dating is going to mean that you want to start having sex. And that's almost what you are giving license to when you allow somebody to date your brother or your sister, or if you give them their blessing. Now, when I say when you allow somebody to date your brother or sister, I'm talking about a situation where all parties involved know each other. So let's say you have a friend who likes your brother or your sister. So as a man, let's say my man had a thing for my sister. Like, yo, man, Dita is pretty, I like her. And, I would treat her right and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's a situation like that. I'm going to tell you straight up and down. The answer will be no with me. It's going to be absolute 100% no. Like, no, none of my friends get the blessing, permission, the nod, the allowance to date any of my sisters. Not going to happen with me. Now, what we're talking about on this show is if somebody hooks you up with their brother or sister, like, what does that really mean? What are they saying to you? Are they saying to you that they trust you? Are they saying to you that they think you're a good person? Are they saying to you that they think that this is a good fit? There you go. Wow, bitch. This one fly knows I'm on to him. And I swear, I don't have a problem with these bitches until I start this show. They're like kids. You know how kids don't bother you until you get on the phone? They don't want to talk to you until you get on the phone. And then all of a sudden they have so much to say to you. I got him. I got him. Yay. Yeah. Anyway, So I'm not saying that in this situation you can control anybody's dating situation. I'm not saying that just because I say that you can date my sister or can't date my sister, it doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. It doesn't mean that you have to obey my commands. What it can mean though is that if you and I are friends, then you will respect my decision or indecision to not let you or let you hook up with my sister. If you're a friend of mine, then that means I know how you move. I know what you do. So that being said, of course, I'm going to be monitoring the situation if it goes down between the two of you. Now, where do my loyalties lie? For me, it's always going to lie on the side of my blood. That's how it goes. Me and my sisters were close. We was close. So I don't have a friend that's close enough to whereas I would take their side in a dispute. It ain't going down like that. Now, I don't know if anyone who has thought that I was that close to whereas they may take my side over their siblings, but the whole family situation starts to come into play. The dynamic starts to come into play when you start thinking about this situation. Because, the situation might start to warrant, or it might start to sway on your side. Like, well, you knew that this person was like this, so why did you let them get with me, or why did you let me get with them, or why did you let us get together? Why did you allow this? It can happen. It has happened plenty of times with people, and it has the potential to happen in this situation. So are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? And it's gonna, because trust me, somehow, some way, it's gonna fall back on you, as if you were the chief decision maker, or you were the judge and the jury of this whole situation. What up, T. Carey? Right, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. And Carol Chamberlain, my friend, mi favorita, always great to see ya. Yeah. Carol says, nope, not my brother or sister. No hookups. I'm on your side with that. You know what I mean? Like, keep me out of that shit. Shoot, you might not want to have that much to do with this situation when they're dating somebody who you don't know. But you'll probably be open to advice about how men are or how women are, whatever. You offer whatever assistance that you can. But when you know both parties, like, listen, I ain't never had a friend who didn't chase ass, who wasn't on that type time. I ain't never had a friend like that. So I'll be goddamn if you're gonna take your ass chasing ways over to my big sister. No way. Like, man, come on, dog. We don't play like that. We don't play like that. All right. So Carol says, what is it with you and flies? I don't know. Every year around this pocket of time, they be coming for me. TK right says, my one brother always looks for a hookup. Then I end up in the middle of their shit. Same thing with my uncles, who are only 3 to 6 years older than me. And she also says, I've always been uncomfortable with it because I knew everybody's dirt, among other things. So there's that. And she says, Carol says, I know Taki. My son is younger than my daughter, and his friends always wanted him to hook them up with her. Nope, not happening. Shoot, you know what your friends want to do with your sister. You know what your friends want to do with your sister. Now, I've seen this situation play out. You might let your nerdy friend mess with your sister. You might, or your cousin, or your girl cousin that's like your sister. Y'all know how that go. Like, yeah, the nerdy one, oh yeah, he's safe. Or the one that doesn't cheat. The one that's sort of simpy. I'm just keeping it a buck. The one that's sort of simpy, the one that is going to stay true no matter what. The one that is going to keep their hands to themselves. The one that ain't gonna go for the ass. The one that's cool with holding hands, carrying books. I'm just keeping it a buck. You might let that one, because that one might not be the one that you close to anyway. But your right hand man, your ace boon cool, the one that you do dirt with, you ain't letting her. What? You might as well get your sister pregnant yourself. Just keeping it a buck. Like, what he gonna do. He ain't changed his ways. Even if he changed his ways, he would have to have done that probably for 5 years straight before you would accept that he's really changed. But for now, forget it. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. No way. Put it out of your mind, son. You might even get mad at your man for even asking, because you already know what's on his mind. Like, yo, man, your sister looking good. You know what I mean? You think Nick, what? You playing, right? Oh, I know you playing. You might as well ask me about my mom. Many friendships have ended over this kind of thing. Yeah. Many friendships have ended over this situation. Because just like T. Carey Wright was saying, putting you right in the middle as if you sanctioned it. But what about in situations when you have sanctioned it? What about in situations where you have even tried to hook, like, I mean, my sister been messing around with these bums, these punks or whatever. And, I want her to be with somebody that's going to treat her right. And I know, I know that you've had your issues with some of the girls that you've dealt with. So I think y'all would be a good couple. I've known that to happen. Like I said, you might, if you into this kind of thing, allow your associate, maybe not your close friend or whatever, but you might allow your associate to hook up with your sister if he's simpy enough. Like, all right, here go a few things that here are a few factors that influenced my decision to allow Troy to mess with my sister. Number one, I can beat Troy. So if he ever get out of line, if he ever not keeps his hands to himself, then I'm gonna be able to put hands on him easily, and there ain't gonna be no problem with that. Like, Troy already know me and the rest of my brothers and my fathers and my uncles. You know what I mean? We're Dewey men, so there's an understanding there. He's gonna have to creep into this situation and gently back out of this situation. That's what he's going to have to do. So you might welcome a situation like that. Other than that, you know how many big brothers have let their had pretty much set niggas up to come over their house just so they could beat beat. All right, sort of like that movie The Wood, where the dude would beat up anybody that wanted to date his sister. That type of situation. I've known dudes that did it. Like, I've known brothers that used to set dudes up. Like, oh. He coming over here to see Sharon. Who coming over here to see Sharon? Oh, okay. Wait till he come over here. Oh yeah, we gonna have some fun tonight. Shit like that. will beat dudes up just for the hell of it. He ain't trying to do nothing bad with your sister. He just trying to get with her. He might have really liked her, but he got his ass whooping, got rolled on just for that. But we ain't talking about that. But that's the elephant in the room. So don't act like you ain't never know. Carol, don't act like none of your brothers were ever overprotective over you. Like they ain't never give a dude the third degree, or you know what I mean, check his resume or make sure his ID was straight. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody hooks you up with their brother or sister, if they invite you to that situation, what are they really saying about you? What are they saying to you? Are they saying that they trust you? Are they saying that they're keeping their eyes on you? What are they saying? I mean, to some people, this might be obvious about what that means. To me, it's not that obvious, because I know that there can be several motivations that might be at play when this situation comes up. All right. All right. TK right says I didn't have to worry about it with my other brothers. I have hooked up my sister with a friend. No bueno. TK right says, as a nerd, I can tell you that we are the freakiest. Bad move to hook us up. As a nerd, y'all become the freakiest. Y'all don't start out that way. And we pretty much know who's who. See, that's the thing. That's the beauty of being close friends with somebody. You already know. You know who the undercover freaks are and who the cats are, who ain't getting no ass. We know who the jerk off stars are. You know, just keeping it a buck. We know. Listen, I know from the dudes that I have known, I knew who had the rock the lotion the lotion in the bathroom every night versus the ones that was, yeah. We know who's who. So a lot of the nerds, well, the female nerds, you know what I mean, they might have been giving up some ass on the low, but the male nerds, they don't be getting no ass. Yeah, male nerds don't be getting no ass. It ain't the same thing. It's not the... Look, all that nerd shit just became popular. Back in the day, a nerd was a nerd. We didn't have specific nerds. We didn't have like, oh yeah, I'm a history nerd, or I'm a nerd didn't mean that you knew a lot about a specific thing. A nerd meant that you were, social misfit. You didn't fit in. You weren't cool. That's what it meant. And you sure didn't get no ass. You might have to get hooked up. Like, listen, man, get my brother, you know what I'm saying? Hook him up with your girlfriend. I mean, but other than that, man, back in the day, nerds didn't get no ass. They got lotion. They got Jergens. What was that lotion that they used to say that they used to sell on Avon? Everybody had a bottle of Avon lotion in the house. You know what I'm saying? They was masturbation stars. You know what I'm saying? Porno magazine. You know what I'm saying? Porno magazine, porno movie. They wasn't. Anyway. Wait, get no ass. A pack of dudes, our dudes from around the way, we all knew who was doing what. We wasn't getting no ass on the low, because you wasn't getting no ass that much anyway as a teenager. We all knew when one of us was getting it. If you had like a steady girlfriend, we could put two and two together. We knew by the way your girl acted. before and after y'all got together. We knew we knew. It was not hard to tell. It was about the easiest calculation you could make. And we could also tell when you wasn't like, no, they just go together. That's all. Ain't nothing happening. Because any girl, especially a girl who is not sexually active, if she's treating you the same way before y'all had sex, after y'all had sex as she was before, something wrong. That's a life-changing experience for a girl. Very life-changing. So you got 40-year-olds that can't keep their helmet on after you. Anyway, so all right. Carol says nerds want love too. They want to get laid too. They be doing a lot of wanting to get laid. They just don't be doing a lot of getting laid. That's all I'm saying. You know, real nerds, not today's nerd. Now you got motorcycle nerds. You got astrological nerds. You got nah, son. Nah. You ain't a nerd just because you smart. You a nerd because you don't fit in. They're trying to make everything cool these days. No. You was a nerd back in the day because you didn't know how to dress, you didn't know how to put shit together, you didn't know how to, you were a social misfit. That's what you were. But we knew that I knew nerds that didn't even do all that good in school. How you a nerd and you still flunked 7th grade? Like, what the hell? What's the point, nigga? What's it? What, let me check the prescription in them glasses. All right. Anyway, yes, I know plenty of nerds that have flunked grades. Like, all right. Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's going on, man? How your feelings? Carol James says not Jergens. Yeah, they were rocking with the Jergens. Rocking with the Jergens, baby. See, that's the difference, Women these days, they masturbate and they be acting like they really done something out here. You know what I'm saying? They be acting like that empowered them. You'll never hear no dude, popping off about beating his meat. He know that shit didn't make him feel special, made him feel lonely. Sometimes I get a little lonely with my Lenny Williams shit. I get a little lonely. Oh. I said, Lenny. See, you must have never been in love like I've been in love. Don't no man ever want to be as lonely as Lenny Williams. Yo, anything except the Lenny Williams experience. I don't want to never feel like Lenny Williams. Because I went to a house. What did he say? I pulled up to a house. And he called her. She wouldn't answer the phone. Yo! Lenny! I feel bad for Lenny. All right, anyway. Ramona Piccolo. What's going on? Yeah. I'm bringing some people out of the woodwork. Yeah. When Lenny Williams start talking that shit, I'll be like, damn, Lenny. That must be some trashy penis, dog. Poor Lenny. Lenny couldn't get his girl to answer the phone. Went over her crib. He knows she home. She ain't answering the door. His mans told him, like, Lenny, you gotta let the joint go, man. Lenny like, man, I ain't done being fronted on. You must have never got fronted on like I'm getting fronted on. A little lonely. I get it. Yo, Kci&JoJo. Thank you. She said, oh, you crazy, Opal, but I love it. It's real. That shit, I get a little lonely. Yo, don't be a Lenny Williams. Don't be a Lenny Williams. He said he went home, he played all his records until he got tired of hearing. Yo, Lenny. Oh, Lenny, no. No. Yo, if I ever see my son, if my son ever go to Lenny Williams, right, I'm gonna be like, no. I ain't gonna let my son be no Lenny Williams. I don't care what nobody, I don't care what God say. No. I would do my son like Lil Boosie did his. Before I let that happen. If y'all know what Lil Boosie. Again, look. All right. Let's go. Shirley Cheryl says, I hung out with my brothers when we were growing up because I played sports with them. I never heard any of them say anything to their friends, but they tried, but they never tried anything fresh except the one I chose. Oh. Well, that's an interesting thing, because what do you do in a situation where your brother or your sister bypasses what you think or how you feel, or bypasses your blessing and decides, well, look, I'm gonna get with your, yeah. What happens when instead of your friend coming to you about your brother or your sister, what happens when your brother or your sister come to you about your friend? Or if they know you feel some kind of way about it, they backdoor you. Like, you know, like Manny did with Gina in Scarface. And you know what happened to them. Huh? You know what happened to Manny and Gina in Scarface. Remember? Kci&JoJo says, Lenny is the biggest beggar. He be begging hard. Yo. That one song, I'll be like, woo. Woo. TK right says, you mean Blueface? No, I mean Lil Boosie. Mm-hmm. I think Lil Boosie went first. Yeah, Lil Boosie. He came under a lot of fire. Taki, I saw the video and it was disgusting. Oh, you talked the Blueface? Yeah, well, yeah, that's a whole different situation. But I was talking about Lil Boosie. Mm-hmm. I got it right. Sure Husband says it didn't last because he was scared of my brother, Lil Punk. Had to let him go. As you can see by what Cheryl just wrote, you see how problematic this situation can be. He was scared. The dude she had her eyes on was scared of her big brother. Like, well, of her brother. I don't even know if it was your big brother. He ain't want to chance it. He ain't want to chance it. But it happens. So what are people saying to you? If they allow you to hook up with their brother or sister or favorite cousin or something like that, should you entertain the thought? Should you be with it? Should you be with it? Now, when you younger, you young, dumb, full of cum, you probably thinking like, well, since they hooked me up, basically he telling me I can F his sister. Because he know that's what I want to do. And unfortunately, there have been situations where that was pretty much on the menu. Some dudes, everybody not close with their siblings. He's just keeping it a buck. Everybody is not close with their siblings. So for the ones who aren't close with their siblings, it probably doesn't make a big difference. Like, well, you know, for some people, their brothers or their sisters are just other family members, and maybe family doesn't mean that much to them. So they figure, well, you know, as long as he don't get her pregnant or something like that, because then I might have to answer questions about that. But other than that, they can do whatever they want to do. She was going to do it whether I said so or not, or he was going to do it whether I said so or not. So what difference does it make? But if you're not close to your brother or your sister, it probably isn't going to make too much of a difference who wants to get with them or how they want to get with them. You probably don't care one way or another. Like, y'all do whatever y'all do. Y'all do whatever y'all want to do. Just keep me out of it. For those who are protective over their siblings and who care about them and want to see them be in the most comfortable emotional situation, then yeah, you're going to pick and choose and you're going to use your discretion and you're going to make sure that somebody that you allow to be with your brother or your sister is going to treat them right. Treating them right. Hooking them up with somebody who's going to treat them right. What do we mean when we say treat them right? Because although it should be obvious what we mean by that, it's not always a slam dunk. It's not always exactly what we say it is. It's not always like that. It probably should be, but it's not. It's not always painfully obvious what we mean by that or how that's going to play out. So treating them right for somebody might mean that y'all going to be in a relationship, but y'all going to be pretty much in a platonic relationship. Treating them right for somebody else might mean, okay, y'all can be sexually active, but before, during, and after the sex is going to be respectful, and nobody's going to leave anybody or judge anybody because of how that went down. You know, y'all still are going to be in a loving and respectful situation. So we're not going to hear no backlash like, you know, after he had sex with me, he ain't called me no more, and he wouldn't answer his phone, and he ain't never come around again. You know, you don't want to be in a situation where that exists. It's some, you know, that's going to come back on you. That ain't a good look. Shirley Show says, like Chubb Rock said, definitely treat them right. Yeah. Unfortunately, treating them right means different things to different people. So you gotta be up on your definitions and your descriptions when it comes to whatever treating them right means. But once again, that's in a situation where you might be close to your siblings. and where you look out for them. Because there's some brothers who don't want no man to be with their sister. No man. No man. There might be situations where you might go see a girl. As a man, you might go see a girl. You got to deal with her brothers. You got to deal with her father. You got to deal with her uncles. You got to deal with everybody. I thought it was so funny how my brother-in-law dealt with his grown sister, fully grown, in her 30s. And he was pretty much checking anybody, that came to see her or that she brought around and all of that. Dead serious too. Like him and his little brother sitting the boy down on some interrogation shit. Like, yeah, have a seat. So you like my sister, huh? I mean, that's obvious because you here. I mean, you gotta see this shit. I'm looking at this shit like, y'all gotta be kidding me. Y'all gotta be kidding me. And them answers better had came out right. Because I'm thinking like, well, what are you gonna do? Because here y'all niggas is damn near 60 years old, ready to put hands on your baby sister's boyfriend. If he ain't answered, if he was interrogated and found not to be of good virtue, so if he's of questionable character. But you know how these military dudes are, you know what I'm saying? They was on some other shit. But I thought it was the funniest shit. It was the funniest shit. So yeah. If you're close with your siblings, you're probably gonna look out for them at every turn. Nobody that I know of is a fan of watching their brothers or sisters cry or be depressed or be sad and down and out over a love interest. I don't know. It's one of the hardest things to watch, especially when you saw the train wreck coming. Like, I knew the nigga was a bum when you got with him. We tried to tell you. Or I knew that chick was she wasn't nothing but a hoe. You knew it. You gonna get with a chick that been with all your homies? You number 4, nigga. You number 4. What you think? That was all rumors? She went with all of them. It was your turn. It was your turn to get burnt. Ow. Ow. 3rd degree, baby. TK right says, I'm not mad at them. Ain't nobody comfort, nigga. Ain't nobody comfort, nigga. What that mean? What you mean by that? What you mean by that? Anyway, yeah, it's that. Oh, ain't nobody comfortable, nigga. Okay, but yeah, it's a hard thing to watch somebody that you care about lamenting, falling into a deep depression, almost feeling immobilized because they got their heart broke. Now imagine you being the one that facilitated that. You knew that your boy was nothing but a bum. You knew that he was a sticker and a mover, and you let him stick and move on your sister. And he might have knocked her up. And he might have made her had an abortion. And he might have knocked her up again. It could be a bad situation. It could be a bad situation. But it could get worse. It could be worse. you know, he might have turned your sister out. Here she is, dickmatized. You let your boy dickmatize your sister? He came and went. She came and stayed. So not only is she in love with the nigga, but she dickmatized. Yes, master. Yes, master. And it's all your fault. And it's all your fault. Set your sister up to get played, son. Or you knew that rumor had it that Shorty had the snapper. She had the snapper, but she was selling the snapper like it was at the fish market. Put the snapper on the scale, pay for you pay for how much you get. So here your brother is all pussy whipped. Don't be pussy whip that pussy. Bang, 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 bang. Anyway. You heard that she had the snapper. You done seen the trail of the carnage behind her. Like, yo, these niggas, they be willing to pay for trips, and they be willing to kill anybody who comes close. Sure says, wow, I'm going to use that. Dickmatized. I'm surprised you never heard that. I sure didn't make it up. Dickmatized. You are getting very horny. You are getting horny. Ooh, love me, baby. Ah, man. But yeah, if someone hooks you up with it, make sure y'all hit the like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Daily Go Getterism Show. I'm your host, Sun752, and we're talking about if someone hooks you up with their brother or sister, what are they saying to you? Are they saying to you that you are safe or that you are co-signed? You are safe or stamped? What are they saying? Have you ever been in a situation where you dated somebody, where you have dated a friend's brother or sister? Have you ever been in that situation? Or were you ever encouraged to enter that situation? Because you might have took the bait, or you might have thought it was okay, and you might not have. Yeah, my cousin coming over from Camden. You can get with her. Happens. Well, I let you freak my sister. You gotta let me freak your cousin. Happens. I'll let you freak my sister. You gotta let me freak your cousin. TK right says, "Yepper." Took her 35 years to get over it, but I didn't know who he was until after we went out on a date. Oh, love me, baby. Ooh, love me, baby. Mr. Big Stuff. Who do you think you are? I'm going to be the one you love. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah, when somebody gives you the okay, the green light, or encourages you to be with their brother or sister, get with their brother and sister, I think that at the very least they trust you. At the very least, can we agree on that? It's either that or they're trying to keep an eye on you. Because why would you want to be the matchmaker for your brother or your sister? After a certain age, like when you're a teenager, yeah, okay, all right, you experimenting, you learning about love and all that kind of stuff. But as you become an adult, like the consequences, the ramifications, there's a lot at stake here. My brother from another mother, Norris Hill, sit back, relax, do your thing, Max, and chill. How you feeling, my brother? Good to see me, some you. Yeah, I mean, as a full-fledged grown person, and plus you don't want your friends. Listen, you don't want to have to choose sides between your friends and your siblings. So when they come to you complaining like, your brother wrong, let me tell you what he did. You ain't trying to hear that shit. You ain't trying to hear it. Like, that's my brother, right? Or that's my sister, right? So I ain't trying. I understand how you feel. I just don't care. It ain't about you. It's about them. So you need to go talk to somebody in your family about it. Because over on this side, we rock with them, not you. We used to rock with you back when y'all wasn't together. We can't rock with you right now. You the ops. You the bad guy. I don't care what they did. Yeah, they cheated on you. You made them cheat on you. Yeah, they lied to you. You made them lie to you. Yeah, they put hands on you. See, it's because you wouldn't listen. You ain't shabby. You don't want none of that, son. You don't want none of that. You don't want none of that. You don't want none of that. No, I said, did you start up not long ago? No, we actually started around almost exactly on time, like 7:03. 7:03. We've been here. We've been here. We've been here. Matter of fact, we only got a little bit longer to go. But we talking about when someone lets you date their brother or their sister. What are they saying to you? Are they saying that they trust you? Are they saying that you're harmless? Are they saying that you're a good dude or good woman? What are they saying? Because sooner or later, shit is going to come to a head. More than likely, they're not going to get married and live happily ever after. I mean, it would be great if that was or could be the situation. But 9 times out of 10, that ain't the way it goes. It ain't that. It ain't that. So you kind of have to deal with what comes out of that. You got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? This is something you got to deal with. All right. Yeah. Could there be a situation where you would side with your friend over your brother or your sister? if they got together. You know, you might be a rational type of person and know that your brother or your sister is nothing but a piece of shit. We all know whether our brothers and sisters are good people or not. And we may have warned our friends, like, listen, listen, you're a grown man or you're a grown woman, you can make your own decisions. But I would advise against it. And I'm just gonna let you know that if things go left and I'm out of this. I'm out of this. But would there or could there be a situation where you would side with your friend over your brother or your sister? Now, hopefully, you are fair and rational enough to whereas you wouldn't condone your brother, being physically abusive to your female friend that you hooked up. Hopefully you didn't feed your female friend to the lion. Like, you knew your brother got a thing for beating bitches up. You knew it. Thing is, she kind of knew it too. Everybody know that he handles his problems with his hands instead of his brain, instead of with his mouth, instead of with reasoning. We all know that he has a bad temper and he don't know how to keep his hands to himself. Would that be a situation where you would be rational enough to say, nah, man, I don't really want to get involved in this, but my brother or my sister is wrong. So you gotta look, I'm going to encourage you to keep it moving. I have to draw a line in the sand. I can't necessarily openly go against my brother or my sister, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to help you get out of this situation. I'm help you get out of this thing. I'm concerned about your safety, and I feel sorry for you. So let's get you bandaged. Let's get you bandaged up. We might even have to call the authorities. Get you some help. Get you and the kids out of that situation. I'm gonna help you. TK right says that would be a problem because that's a no-no. That's what I'm saying. And we know who our siblings are and we know how they are. But I have seen situations where they was like, where they knew their brother or their sister wasn't about shit. Slimy, grimy, or violent. And they still co-signed that bullshit. Still co-signed it. It happens. It happens. It's out there somewhere happening right now. But what about you? What would you do? What about you? What would you do? What about you? What would you do? What about us? What about you? What about y'all? Would you let them take a fall? All of y'all was involved in the decision making, and now it's good and bad, and it's taking a toll on the friendship that you had. Friendship is gone. It's something that you had before, and what's more, you gotta go into this thing like a tour. You went around, make sure that they was down with each other, your brother or your sister. You missed the opportunity to play it off, but you were soft. All right. All right. gonna do these birthday shout outs. Yes. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious July 25th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and make it feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. Gregory Hickman turning 53 years old today. And Chuma Akil Jahi Watson turning 37 years old today. And Modeline Aretista, turning 37 years old today also. And Shay Brown turning 44 years old today. And Oveda Consuela turning 45 years old today. And Stephanie McIntyre, no relation. But what up, guys? And actually, Steph is all right. Anyway, happy birthday to you. And also, Melba Richburg turning 51 years old today. And Shalisa Chills Conway, happy birthday to you. And Pamela Johnson Lee, go get her, Pamela Johnson Lee. Pamela, how could you? Happy birthday to you. And also, my man, also go get her, Norman Basil Anderson, happy birthday to you. And Adrian Covington, my girl, go get her, Adrian Covington, turning 52 years old today. And my man from Penn State, last but not least, my man Rashid Bethel. Rashid Bethel, NYC Stand Up. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person born on this glorious July 25th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, man, listen. If you hook somebody up with your brother and sister, what are you saying to them? If somebody hooks you up with their brother and sister, what are they saying to you? A relationship that starts a certain type of way is going to exist in a certain type of way, and it's going to end a certain type of way. Which way will you make that decision to go? When somebody hooks you up with their brother and sister, this is not like internet dating. This is not like going to somebody's profile or meeting somebody on the street or whatever. You have full surveillance and information and intel about exactly what situations that you are getting into. So whoever introduced y'all, their brother or their sister, or whoever, advised y'all, they know things. They know things that can make or break you. Have they revealed that, divulged that? Have they put that out there and either advised you, warned you, or encouraged you? I would imagine sometimes yes. I would imagine sometimes no. I also know that the decision is ultimately yours. What are you going to make? What you going to do? What they do? All right. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night for another daily Go Get It Missing show. So make sure y'all come on through. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. All right. So I said, Blog Talk, we gonna get you out of here. Yeah. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. 1, 2. On the other side, my boobers. 3, 4. On the other side. All right, y'all. Peace.